Hey y'all, hey. So in this video, we're gonna make a little diary box or book, should I say. So let's go and get into it.
A journey through time.
Hey y'all, hey. Welcome to the Journey Through Time. I am your girl, Wendy. If you're oldie but goodie, welcome back. And if you're new, welcome. So today we're gonna make a diary, a booklet diary. I haven't figured out what I want to call it. So right now we're calling it a diary booklet box. Whatever. um, and we're going to piggyback off of yesterday's video when we did this. Okay. So let's just go and get into it. Okay. We're going to start off with the triboard. You know, I call it a triboard. I don't know why I do that. But anyway, it's the $2.99 board from Hobby Lobby. It comes in 3 sections. Okay. This is the middle section, but here's the other 2 pieces that we don't need. So we're going to cut those off. All right. So this right here is actually 36. Yeah, 36 inches wide. And the height is 22.5. We don't need that much, okay? I already cut it down. We're only going to use 19 in height. Okay, we already have our line right here that we're going to cut and take this off. So we'll find something to cut on, but that's the first thing we're going to do. I'll choose this. Okay, so all I'm really doing is going on top of the line that I have right here. And it's actually better to have your ruler here and do this. So once mine starts bending enough, I know I'm good. I get me another cutting mat. And I'm not really cutting that hard all the way through because all I'm using is this. But you can also see where I'm going with it, right? Stand this up, make this easy on me. And don't make that cut. All right. All right, it's off. We can keep this though. Okay. So now you have a 19-inch in height of this board. So we know it is 36 inches wide. So what we want to do, we know 18 and 18 is 36. That's going to be where the middle line is going to be, which is right here, dead in the middle. So what you're going to do, I've already done it, but what you're going to do is make you some markings. All right. And then draw a line for your middle mark so you know where you're going to be at. All right. So then after you do that, from that middle mark, bump your ruler up and get 2 inches. All right. And do 2 inches on this side. And then draw your line after you do that. Come on the other side and do 2 inches as well. Okay. So once you do that, you should have 3 lines. And if you've done that already, then we're up to speed. Okay, so now what we're going to do right here, we're not going to cut right here at this middle line. We're going to take this line right here And we're going to do a splice right there. Of course, we're not cutting all the way through. We want to keep our board attached. But on the line that we already created, we're going to just lightly slice it. It's like you really shouldn't be going too far through the cardboard. Just enough to get your little cut in there, all right? You do the same thing on this side. The line that you already created, not that middle line now, the other outer line over here on this side. Oops, I done messed up already. I done got off my line. Y'all see that right there? Very easy to do, but nothing to worry about. Okay, so fold it a little bit, and it's doing what I needed to do. It already looks like a little binder, don't it? A giant binder, actually. Okay, so now there's two ways we can do this. Since we want to make this something that can still hold something, we can make it as a box, just a regular box, like what we did yesterday. And to do that, you've got to figure out how much space you need here on the inside of this thing. So say we're going to do 3 inches. So if we decide to do 3 inches, keep in mind, you got to do 3 inches all the way around. So you're going to take 3 inches off of here, here, and here. And this middle space is all you're going to have left for your gift box. And that's fine if you don't need a whole lot of space in here, okay? If you need a whole lot more than 3 inches, or then you need to make a bigger box altogether, okay? And then go in with your inches of how you want your walls to be, because that's what this is. This is the wall, okay? So let's try 2 inches. All right, so I'm gonna just put a mark here with a 2-inch mark. All right, and then I'm gonna come over here and I'm measuring the 2 inches from the bottom of the cardboard. Now, it's not always accurate. I'll tell you that right now. I'll go back and do that again. See what I'm saying? I put that line way up there. Ain't no way. Or should I say, I'm not always accurate. That's probably what I should say. But sometimes you can get this board like that too, where it's just not, it's not the same. Okay. So I'm going to put that right there. And I think, because I don't know exactly how I want to do this box yet, or this book yet, but I think I'm going to, okay, you know what? We're gonna just work from the bottom first, and then we'll decide how we want to do the top. All right, so at 2 inches, what I'm gonna do is bump this up against that line. All right, so where I had the 2 inches start over here, I had a line right here, so I'm just bumping it up just to make it just a little bit more easier and a more visual, give me a more of a visual of what I'm doing. Okay, all the way here. All right, so it's going over here to the other side of the box. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is just make me some lines. That's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to line it up the best that I can. I'm gonna tell you, it don't be looking right when I do this either. That just don't look right to me. Do this again. And usually when it don't look right, it ain't right. Okay, so that's the line I'm gonna go by. And I'm gonna go and drag it all the way out to the end. Okay, just like that. I'm gonna come over here and do the same thing. Okay, this one's right. Okay, over here. We're gonna do the same thing with this. We're just gonna overlay those. Like that. So now what we're gonna do, turn it back around. And I'm gonna put a nice little splice in here, starting right here. Okay. Move down this side and do the same thing. And then right here, do it again. Like that. So move it a little bit. All right. So what I'm thinking right now, we're gonna cut right here. All right. And we're gonna cut right here. Just to the tip. I'm on the other side. Cut right here. And cut right here. Like that. It should be able to bend now freely. Just like this. Okay. Now, before you go any further, if you're using this board right here, you have to decide which side is going to be what. If the inside of your box is going to be the cardboard look, which is totally fine because when you get boxes, that's exactly what it looks like. Or you want the inside of the box to be white. Again, your preference, your choice. Okay. So then once you decide that, you pull it up. Oh, you can go on and pull it up this way, the opposite way if you're using the white. Okay. You pull it this way. Bring all your folds in that you know that need to be brought in, just like this. And go on and make it, marry to one another. So you can see exactly where you are and what's the next steps on what you're going to do. Basically, that's all I'm saying about this part right here. Okay. Also, it will help you to see where this is at. Okay. That's what I mean by that. Okay. Because this here is where the box is starting to fold at, as you can see right now. Only because I'll hold it up so you can see this. Only because we did the 2 inch, what am I saying? The 2 inches on each side, which meaning the back is 4 inches. Okay. So when you bump this up to here, you see what we have? I don't know if you see it or not, but okay. So I'm trying to debate now because I'm going to cover this and show y'all something. But because of what I'm going to use, I think I'm going to let white be the inside of my box. Okay. So it's going to go this way for me. All right. Because I'm going to cover the outside of this box. And you're not going to see it at all. So you're not going to know what color it is. So that means these pieces right here will be glued together. Okay. So let me go ahead on and work my way around the table to get to the glue gun. So we can do just that. All right. So I'm thinking, go and hold on. How am I doing this? Did I do that wrong? I probably should have waited for a second. Hold on. Okay, so in, yeah, I did it wrong. You see how I just added that glue to that? That's not where I wanted it. So let me find something to wipe that off. Okay, fixed. All right, so bring it in. And then I'm going to glue it like this. That's what I meant to do. Oops. Trying to come off the table. Come on now, cooperate. Okay, so I want to put some glue right here. So it's just not cooperating like I need it to. There we go. Come on out. All right. That's what I need. So I'm gonna bring it up. Put it here where I want it to sit. And I'm just gonna bring this side up on and hold it. Just like that. Okay. And I want to do the same thing over here on this side. See, I'm moving it. I shouldn't be moving it. And also, don't be pulling on yours too much because I see where mine is trying to come loose right here. Right here at the edge, in the corner. So try not to be rough with handling your straps like I do. I call them straps. I don't know what you want to call them. But your little side pieces over here on each side, be gentle with those. All right. So now the bottom part of the, what I call this, a book box, whatever, is pretty much the way it's supposed to be, right? So when you look at this way, I really did not have to, I'm noticing something. So I really didn't have to make this can y'all see this? I didn't have to make this 4 inches because I decided to go this route. This was not the initial route that I was going to take, but now that I did, that's fine. So I can do one of two things. I can cut these ends off right here, right? But what I need to do is bump it up to this part first so I can see exactly how high this is before I do this. Take your pin, and what I'm thinking it is it's right at the 8-inch right at the marking, the middle marking of the size I was telling you in the middle, the 18. That's what this looks like. If I was to flip it over, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So I can make a little marking right here on each end of this, right? Even though we've already made a cut here, we could still do what we need to do to bring this up and let this come all the way over. So right here for the middle, basically. So where you did 2 inches on each side, instead of doing 2 on this side and 2 on this side, you could do 1 over here and 1 over there, which will make 2 inches. And then that will cut out this part right here that I'm doing right now. But I need to flip it over now that I'm looking at it. Because what I'm thinking about doing is just take and splice the middle part, and I'm hoping this works. Splice where I already have that line at. And like that. See if it's gonna pop for me. Yeah, it did. Okay, good. So now that it did that, right? You see where I'm going with the 1 inch thingy now? So I'm gonna put this down just like this here. And because I've done this right here, I got to repair that. And how I repair it is I'm gonna just nicely run some glue in the seam of it. So it'll help get it all stiff. I'm gonna open it up a little bit, run a little bit more glue in there, and just glue it up. Okay. Then I'm gonna close it back like that. And then I'm gonna take some tape and I'm gonna run some tape on top of it. That's the easiest way I know to fix a mess up instead of starting all the way over, especially if you're gonna cover it up. All right. So now that my box is turned like this and it has this going on, let's go and flip it back over this way so we can see what we're looking at. All right. So now we have to decide what we're going to do with all this extra hangover, right? So your box is already laying here. And it's the way you want it. This is the bottom of your box. Take your pen and trace the bottom of your box. And this is just giving you a guide of where everything is and how it's sitting. And just trace around your box. It's already connected, so. Now we have an outline, right? This box I want to overlap in the front. So even though I have an outline already, what am I doing? It's going to stick into the table. Oh, okay. Okay. So in the front right here of the box, I want this is a 2-inch top right here. So I want just like maybe I could do a 2-inch or I could do an inch. I'm going to flip my ruler over. Okay. I can cover, I'm going to do 1.5 inches. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I'm making the markings and I'm measuring it from the box itself. Turn around so y'all can see this. So I don't think you can see it. I think it's because I'm at a bad angle. All right. So right here, I'm bumping it up against the box. And I'm doing 1.5 inches right here. Just like that. Lay your box down like it is. And make the marking. So where you made the mark at, you're gonna cut this off. You don't need this part. It's probably better to cut it with your blade than with your scissors, like I'm doing. Okay? And that's only to get it a clean cut. Unless, you know, unless you're covering it up with something that it ain't gonna really show, which mine isn't, but still you can do a clean cut with a blade if the blade is sharp, not like mine. But if it's sharp, before I go on with the scissors sometimes. Even the sharpest blade I be having don't be sharp all the time. Okay, so you see right here, we have this here. Now, in order for this to cooperate for you, you're still gonna have to have a little lead weight in the front from right here. All right, so come out just a tad bit whenever you get ready to make it fold. So what I would do is take your ruler and just bump it up to the front of the box just a little bit where you got just a little bit of space right here. Okay, just a little bit, not right there, because you still need some space for that fold over that you'll have on your box. Lift this up for a sec. It's gonna fall, I know. Okay, so right here, right there, and that might be too much, but we still gonna mark it right there. Okay, that's that fold over action right there. Okay, I'm so silly. Anyway, so I'm gonna see if I can cut it right here. I'm just splicing it. So pop it that way first, and then bring it this way. All right. This is what I was talking about. This is that fold over that I was talking about. That's gonna fold over that the box right here. This is how much we want to cover up the front part of the box. Just right there. Okay. So now what we need to do while we're looking at it this way, because this is the easiest way to figure it out, is cut your side right here. Okay. You can open it up now and cut it however you want to, but just make sure you cut it. Just right there. Okay. Both sides. See, this takes just a little bit more work than the other one because that box already had cuts in it. That box was already a box. So we turned the box into a glam box, basically. All right. So this here, the purpose of this, you already know. It's for these, right? And they don't look even, but we're gonna bring it back up for a minute. Okay. Yeah. So we can take these two right here, bring it up just like this here to make that same fold. Hold on. The same fold that we had over there on that end, right? Just like that. Hope y'all can see that on both sides. Okay. And then once that is in there, as you can see, it folds nicely, just like this. So what we got, what we got left is this top. Oops. And I'm thinking we could go ahead on and glue these down so they can get out of the way. Yeah. So I'm gonna go on and glue these new tabs down we just created and get them out the way because that's what they're doing. They're in my way right now. Now I'm trying to debate if I want to make a window for this box. For this, hold on. That's fine. If you want to make a window, you need to make the window before you glue down these tabs, okay? Only because they're gonna give you a headache. These other tabs, and I didn't even see these till just now. Let's see something. They cut on the side, so let me. Oh, that's not a tab, is it? No, that's the other part of the box, girl. All right, so if you want to put a window in here, right? Where is the piece that I was going to use? I don't want nothing big. I could put a bigger one in here, but because I have another piece. This one here and got stuff all over it, but you could put whatever you're going to use as a window right here. All right. And all you have to do is just draw your block out how far you want it to be. So in this case, let's see where the box, right here. Just like that. And go and take your pen, pencil, whatever you have available, and cut out, trace out your window. Not cut out. I have got this here from Hobby Lobby. You can get them in different sizes. This one here is 99¢. All right. Now, even though I made that line to cut that like that, I'm not going to cut it like that. Because if you do, you're setting yourself up for failure. Because once you put this in there, it's going to fall through. Because you did the exact size of the cut. So what you want to do is go in a little bit after you do that. If you decide to do a window, okay? Just like that. All right. And just take a little bit off of the edge on every side. So you can have something to go by. I hope this is making some sense. It ain't easy doing it upside down. Okay, right there. All right. So where you're going to cut is to right there. The second line, not the first one. Okay. So that's why I said if you're going to make an opening, go on and do it before you put that part in, because it's going to be a headache if you don't. I'm barely doing it, y'all. Just not going all the way through. Now you can also make a peekaboo window. Okay. I know y'all know what that is. Hold on. Okay. All I'm doing right now is just trying to make sure it's going to come out without tearing up my box. There we go. Over here on this side. I, I didn't cut the other side for a reason because I'm going to show you something. All right. Struggling over here. Hold on. This is what I mean by peekaboo window. Peekaboo. So basically, if your box was closed, you have that peekaboo window right there. You could keep this on if you want. It's still your choice. And now that I'm doing this, I might just do that. I might make it a peekaboo window instead. We're going to see. All right. So I was about to take the other piece off, but now I'm not going to do it. All right. So now after you've done this part right here and you got it the way you want it, you can go back to what you were initially trying to do. And all the little frays are coming on the inside. You can get all those off. Okay. All right. So now take this and bring it in. And you could go ahead on and glue it if you want to glue it. What I'm trying to figure out with this right here, if I want to cut this off or if I want to leave it, because where's the scissors? I just dropped them. I know. So you could take the scissors or your knife, however, and make another flap right here, right? Because we're still trying to figure out if we're gonna if we want to keep this part or not. Which I think we're gonna keep it. Just trying to be sure about it. All right now. That one was hard to cut. So now we have two little aggravating pieces instead of one, right? So if you bring in the first two pieces in, like this, come on down, come on down, come on down. And you bring the second piece that you just did in here. This is how it would go in here. Hold on. Put it in the front. Or, hold on. We could probably put it on the back. But let's see how it looks on the back part of it instead of the front part. Now bear with me. I'm trying to figure this one out. Hmm. So many options. Okay. I don't know about that. So we're gonna go ahead on and glue this bottom part down. Okay, so we're gonna add some hot glue to it. This is our first piece, our initial piece that we were gonna do in the first place. We're gonna go and get that one put in place where we want it. Just like that. Then we're gonna come over here on the other side and do that one the same way. Turn it this way so y'all can still see. I always do this. It's supposed to be on the inside. Okay. So make sure, because I do this every time, make sure your tabs are already on the inside, both of them, before you start gluing. Okay. And just glue it in there. Okay. Now our bottom is pretty much complete. The bottom of the box is pretty much ready to go, y'all. To be honest, it's ready to go. So when I close it, we could take this right here. If we cut this off, there's nothing going to be right here, okay? Which it really doesn't supposed to be because it's supposed to really be a book. So I think I'm going to take the chance in cutting it off. The whole thing off, y'all. Am I crazy? So, all right, Wendy, don't mess it up. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead on and cut it. Start with this piece here. Because initially, it wasn't supposed to be on there anyway. Okay. But, I was thinking, you see, I still left the tab. Which it might come off too. And that's crooked. Gotta make it straighter, because that's terrible. And that's my fault. All right. Let's see what it looked like. That's how it's supposed to be. Not with the tab. Just like this and closed in the front. Okay. And your pickaboo opening right there. Okay. Because what? It's a diary. It's like a little diary book. Now we could, like I said earlier, we could take this and stick this on the inside, like a regular book would be. If we glue it, it's not gonna be functional, okay? If we glue this down. So do I want to glue it or do I want to leave it? If I take it off, it's just gonna be off. Which is fine too. Let's take it off. Okay, let's just gonna cut it off. Save some time and trouble. If you decide to do this, you could take the chance in leaving it on, or you can cut it off. Okay. We all have options. Okay. All right. So our box, our little diary box is pretty much ready to go. All right. This is how it's supposed to be. I do still see there's a little playroom up here that I could go with that I'm noticing for the top part of this box. And that's fine. I could put another crease in it if I want it to be a little bit flatter, and then hook it here. And I'm gonna show you what I'm saying. You see the little edge that I used to go by? Well, we still have a lot of space. Oh, y'all can't see this right here. We still have a lot of space right here where we could put another splice and make it flatter. Now, this is preference only. So watch what I'm showing you. I'm just putting a small splice right here. I'm not going all the way through. Okay. And then I'm gonna see if I can make it fold the opposite way. Just like that. And don't worry about how it looks because you're gonna fix that. And then you can fold it up. And so it's a little bit more tighter and flush. So it's still not interfering with anything. Okay. So before decorating this box and putting stuff in it, make sure that all your sides and everything are clean. Okay. So right here, take some, if you have a little bit of hang off, cut it off, because these boxes, when we get them, they're not straight either. They are not the actual size that they say they are, even after measuring them. And I know because I've tried this before with some other projects. So you can take and just cut off any extra, but make sure you're looking on both sides before you do your cutting. And cut off any extras that may be hanging off the side. Usually it's not much. It's just like a hair, okay? That you can definitely cut off. All right. So this is where we are with our little box so far. Of course, I'm gonna use some double-sided tape. So let me try this here, the skinny one. I had a fat one, but I'm gonna try the skinny one. There you go. So I'm gonna go and lay the tape right here. Great. I'm gonna lay another piece right here. Okay, and I'm not gonna put one on the other side just yet. I need to see if I got this right. Okay, that's pretty good. So the other piece could be on there. Bring it down a little closer. So probably about right here. I'm hoping. Okay. Then that's just gonna take the other side off, the paper off of it. Just like that. And we're gonna try to apply the window. Come on now. Think I got it in there? It looked like it from here. Also look like I got some sticky on the other side too. If that's the case, then I'm gonna have to put some type of border around that because we don't want it to be sticky. And I can do that too. That'd be fine. Okay, so close it up. Open up the little peekaboo box, and you got your window right there. Okay, that is cute. We're gonna have to cover up these raw edges, but y'all get the gist of where I'm going with it, right? Okay. So now we're gonna cover up the box itself. Okay. So I like to put them together like this, and the reason for it is to make sure that they're even. And then you just place it where you want it to be on the box or whatever you're putting it on. Let's see which part is the. Do this every time. Okay. So I'm gonna stick it here. Put this on the back of it. But I'm gonna do more than one. This joker is a little big. And put the other one probably here. So it has a good little distance between it. Y'all see those? And then I'm gonna hook it like this. Press it down. I don't think I did that right. I don't know if this is gonna work any. It's staying closed though. But the top part is not really. I know I might have did that too. Hold on. Take that off. These two pieces here off. Because it's sticking to the box very well. Move the fur from around it. Just got to know where to place it. Stick it right there. Now I got to get another one because it's still going to go with it. I need the other part of it right here. So I could take this one. Make sure it's on the same wavelength. And like that. And then when you open, it's like, okay, that'll work. That'll work. So you can Velcro it right here, or you can kind of pretty much do what you want with this here. But that's our cute little box. All right, y'all. So this is it. This is our little, I don't know. I still don't know what to call it. Notebook, little diary, or whatever you want to call it, with a little peek hole right here. And I told you you don't have to have this. You can take this completely off. Okay. And then you can open it up right here. The little Velcro strip. Put the little gift inside. Close it right back up. There you go. Something cute for somebody. Okay. I think it's adorable. What you think? As always, I appreciate you guys watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Bye for now.